Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to an episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. We are back in September, finishing up this season. We've got one final month of the regular season to go, and the reason why we stopped at September is because September 1st is September call-ups. Now, it actually says that we have 4 spots available. So we are going to need to bring up some people, which are going to be Clay Holmes, because he got moved down when we moved some other people. So Clay Holmes is going to be back up. Cartea is going to get moved back up. And I think we're just going to have to sign some free agents to fill out the AA and AAA rosters, because some of these guys definitely need to stay up here, that's for sure. Colton Cowser is going to get called up again. I think he was already up here. And then we probably should put Seiya Suzuki. It's probably either going to be Seiya Suzuki or Austin Riley. Probably Riley. Yeah, let's call up. Wait, can he play different positions? First and left field. Seiya can only play outfield, right? Oh, no, he can play third base, shortstop. Okay, so he can play a lot of different positions. But he's not having that great of a season down in AAA. Although, to be fair, he's only played 22 games. I don't know. Suzuki or Riley? I mean, obviously Riley's having an amazing season down in AAA, but that's just because he's 90 overall at AAA. He shouldn't be down there, but I think we're going to pull up Riley. He's going to get called up. So now what we need to do is we need to go into free agency and sign a bunch of young guys. Guys that we know are going to have spots on, or they're going to have options that we can send them down to minor league rosters. It doesn't really matter what positions they get. We sign them to. Oh, I don't want to sign you. You cost way too much money. But yeah, it doesn't really matter how much or what position we sign them to. It just matters if they have options, which is what we need them to have, so that we can send them down and fill out our minor league rosters. And I would prefer 1-year deals, because then I'm not locked into anything. And we can either bring them back or not bring them back in the off season. That's really all that matters. Okay, that should be enough players. Now all we got to do is go to the all and find all the low overall players. I think they're all like 60s or something. So they put them in AAA. Okay, so we need to sign a few more guys. Let's just go down. I guess we go down to 30 overall players. Doesn't necessarily matter if they're good or not. We just need bodies to fill out the rosters. So let's just sign some super young players like you. God, these guys are trash. These guys are absolute trash, but they are warm bodies that can fill out a AA and AAA roster. And that is what we are looking for. That should be enough. Okay, that's perfect. They got 25 guys now. 26. I'll sign one more just to make it even. Just to make it even. Who wants to get signed? 26-year-old player? Sure. Alright. Perfect. Oh, where did he get signed to? Was it this guy? No, it wasn't this guy. It was Glavin. That's right. He needs to go to AA. Alright, perfect. So now we've got full rosters on everybody. So now we shouldn't have to worry about that. The lack of depth. I mean, they're not good players by any means, but they're bodies. They are warm bodies. And we finished up the September call-ups. Now we got the guys that we wanted back up here. And I'm liking the way the roster's looking. I'm liking the way the pitch rotation's looking. We obviously are in some battles for some awards with the MVP, with the Cy Young. And Walter Johnson's gotten himself back in there. If he could win his 4th straight Cy Young, that'd be unbelievable. But he's got tough competition with his own teammates, so... Bryce Harper's fighting for the batting title. Gagne's, I mean, we got a lot of options for awards here. So let's keep simulating. I mentioned how we're probably going to be playing a home game against either the Braves or the Brewers, somewhere down here at the end of the month. So let's simulate this 3-game set against the Reds. They don't have a valid lineup. They have 14 pitchers on the roster. Okay, so we'll auto-fix that. We take 2 of 3 against the Reds. We have 100 wins. We have 100 wins. Let me say that again, 100 wins, and we still have basically a full month. Basically a full month. So let's just check the standings. We have clinched a playoff spot, but we have not yet clinched the division. If we win a few more games, we probably should. We got 2 games against the Cubs that we win, and still nothing. Still nothing. Still battling. I mean, we're 17.5 games up. We can't sweep anybody, though. And there it is. That's the division. The New York Mets, with like 3 weeks to go in September, have clinched the division, the NL East. I'd say that's pretty darn spicy. But we can't sweep anybody. We keep losing 1 game per series, and I don't like it. Or 2 games per series against the Braves. That's annoying. Why do we lose that game? And then we will simulate this series. Oh, so we sweep the Marlins 4 games. Okay. None of our AAA team, or none of our minor league teams made the playoffs, which is a little bit weird. What was our budget, or what was our record from the past couple of years? Have we beat that already? We had 100. Oh, we've crushed it. We have 111 wins, and we still have a week to go. So we've crushed. We had 104 and 103 the past couple of years. I'd say that's pretty good. So as we finish up, we've got a week to go in the season. Hank Aaron's probably going to win the MVP. He's got 59 home runs. That's insane. Roger Clemens is most likely going to win Cy Young, but Jose Contreras is right there. It looks like Walter Johnson fell out a little bit. We've got all 3 guys battling for the batting title. I don't know how they couldn't give it to Hank Aaron, but I guess... I don't know how Bryce Harper's leading. Hank Aaron's beating him in everything except for 2 points, or .02 in average. Gagne's battling for the reliever of the year. I'm hoping he can hold it down. He's got 44 saves. Rookie of the year, we don't have anybody. Hank Aaron's trying to win his own award. We've got a lot of competition for awards. We could be coming away with a lot of silverware. Who do we want to pitch with for the final game of the season? Probably Roger Clemens to try to clinch. Should we try to clinch the Cy Young with Roger Clemens? I think that might be pretty fun. We sweep the Brewers. And let's try to clinch the Cy Young with Roger Clemens here in the final week of the season. Because it's all 3 of us battling for it. If Walter Johnson had more wins, he'd probably be right up there. But, I mean, Clemens got a 2.18 ERA. He pretty much deserves it at this point. He's having a filthy season. An absolutely disgustingly dirty season. So let's finish it out the right way. Let's rock the alternate homes. We'll rock the alternate homes. And this is the first time we've been at Citi Field in a while, actually. And we will try to clinch the Cy Young with Roger Clemens. Everybody's healthy enough or fresh enough. They shouldn't need to come out for a break. Harper's got 43 home runs, by the way. And we can try to hit home run number 60 with Hank Aaron. Barry Bonds is back for the first time on camera. He came back last episode towards the end. How many home runs did Aaron Judge hit in his historic season? How many home runs did Aaron Judge hit last year? 62. So there is a possibility, I guess. There's a possibility that Hank Aaron could pass that. But we'll see. Let's get into the game. We will learn about the Marlins, but I think we know pretty much about the Marlins because we've played them before. But we'll see if they made any changes or anything. And we will get into this final game of the regular season, try to clinch Roger Clemens the Cy Young, and get Hank Aaron home run number 60.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Partner, you don't see a lot of these so-called finesse pitchers in the sport today, but these are 2 of the best around, really crafty.
Yeah, and there's a level of appreciation when you talk about how these guys are so consistent and they go out there, they know what they want to do, and they don't deviate from the plan. Even when they get into a little bit of trouble, they're able to make the pitches and stay out of the big inning.
First pitch your way next. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Roger Clemens. Singy, he's had quite the year.
Boog, I know we look at wins differently now than the way we used to.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Clemens is having a historic season, and that's saying something because we are in a Legends season, a Legends universe. So to have a 2.18 ERA this late into the season with all this injection of talent in the league and have a 20-3 record, I mean, this is an historic season, as historic of a season that I've ever seen. I mean, look at that. The next closest is Mark Pryor with a 2.53. Roger Clemens is pretty much sewn up the entirety of the Cy Young Award. And if Hank Aaron wasn't having such a great season hitting the ball, you could almost have a conversation about Roger Clemens getting the MVP as well with the season he's having. I mean, certainly if this was a normal season, he would be in conversations for the MVP, but if this is a normal franchise and you had a pitcher that had 20-3 record with a 2.18, although probably, remember what I always say with this Legends series, you got to subtract 1 or add 1, or no, you always subtract 1. I got to remember my own logic. You got to subtract 1 point from the ERA when you're dealing with the Legends series, because you can basically account for adding 1 extra point of influx with these legends in here, adding to the lineups and stuff. So technically, Roger Clemens is having a 1.18 if this is a normal season, which is just unbelievably good this late into the year. Although I'm struggling here in this first inning. I gotta get used to pitching with Clemens. I haven't pitched with him in a little bit. That's a disgusting splitter on Manny Machado there. Gets him swinging down low, first strikeout. Michael Harris the second. We're familiar with him from the Royals, and he will give us a little bit of a can of corn to good old Captain America. And we end the top half of the first with nothing doing. We go up against Jack Flaherty, who's having nowhere near the season that our pitcher's having. But maybe we can use that to our advantage. Maybe we can capitalize and kind of dominate. They're 24 games back of us in the NL East. We've obviously clinched the East. We clinched that like a week or two ago. And Soriano will lead off with a single into center field. And I wonder, well, we're pretty much guaranteed to clinch best record because I think we have like 20 wins on the next best team. So we're pretty much guaranteed to clinch best record in all of baseball. We're going to be the overall #1 seed regardless of conference or side of the AL or National League or American League. Basically the best team in all of baseball. And all we got to do is finish out this regular season with the last couple games. I think it's 3 games against the Marlins, and then the season's over. Maybe 4 games, I can't remember. But we finish out this series against the Marlins. We go to the playoffs, we get the bye, and then we play the ALDS next episode. And we should be cooking with gasoline. Unfortunately, Pujols grounds into a double play, but that does move Soriano to third, so we have a chance. Hank Aaron looking for home run number 60. He's got a 1.172 OPS. Absolutely unreal. But he's not going to hit a home run. He's not even going to get the RBI. Grounds to Bo Bichette at shortstop, and that ends our half the first. It started promising, but it ended very quickly with that Albert Pujols double play. And Bo Jackson says, forget your Cy Young. I want my numbers. And Hank Aaron almost robbed it. He almost robbed the homer. But Bo Jackson hits number 34. That's ironic because that's his jersey number. Not in this, but in real life. Oh, that's brutal. Hank Aaron almost stole the home run away. But it just gets over the glove. And unfortunately, Roger Clemens' 2.18 ERA is in jeopardy now. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched with him. I didn't think it would go this bad. The first inning, we were struggling to get people out. And now the second inning, the leadoff man hits a home run. Not a good sign, but that's a beautiful fastball. Jung Ho Lee could not keep up with it. And Clemens gets another strikeout. Another man that we're pretty familiar with from the Kansas City Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Only 6 home runs. Hitting .324, though. So he's at least getting on base a bunch. But he will fail to do that on this attempt as he strikes out. Can Roger Clemens go 3 for 3? Andres Jimenez, always consistent, always hard to get out for me, and he will get an extra base hit. Bounces into Harper's lap, and that's a 2-out double for Andres Jimenez. That's annoying. I hate all of that. I hate everything about that. And it's Buck O'Neil striking out. Didn't stand a chance. Did not stand a chance. Unfortunately, Bo Jackson sent one over the wall. And we are down, but that's a promising sight. Barry Bonds back on the field. We haven't seen him for so long. He was out for a while with some sort of injury. I forget what it was. I think was it a lower body injury? Was it hockey? I forget what it was, though. He's been gone for a couple episodes, but he's back and he's got himself a leadoff double. That's really promising. And Ty Cobb, who had a really good episode last episode, a really good game. He won't do that starting, but he will do its job. He will move Barry Bonds to third, allowing us to basically put anything in play, and Barry Bonds will most likely score. Bryce Harper having a great season. If Hank Aaron wasn't having the season he's having, Harper could be the MVP. I could certainly see that. I mean, 43 home runs, 110 RBIs, and a 355 average. It sucks that he's having this good of a season with Hank Aaron having as good a season as he's having. And they're going to send, I thought he was going to send it home. Harper gets the RBI. It looked for a second that the first baseman was going to go, or Pasquantino was going to go home there. The way that he threw that ball, but he just threw it to Flaherty on his way to the first base bag. That's going to stay up, unfortunately, for the center fielder. We tied up. It was a sloppy way to tie it up, but we tied it up nonetheless. And it's 1-1, top three. Clemens sends that to Bo Bichette. David Wright makes a great snag onto first. And if Bo Bichette was faster, he might have had a more competitive shot at that one. Mike Pizza at the plate with a 2-2. And he gets a hold of that fastball, just barely. We'll give him the splitter. And the splitter will send it into right field for a single. Pujols tried the diving effort to no avail. All right. Manny Machado. Oh, he wanted all of that one, but he got none of it. Yogi Berra underneath it, second out. That one could have been real dangerous if he got around that. Man, that could have been disgusting. And Michael Harris sends that to left field. Harper's right there, and that is a quick third inning. A little bit scary for a second, but nothing to worry about. And Yogi Berra is up. 29. He's having a great... Everybody's having an amazing... I guess that's what happens when you have 111 wins with still a few games to go. Everybody's going to have a really good season. I knew this was going to happen, though. I mean, that's why we acquired the players that we needed. We brought in Walter Johnson. We brought in Roger Clemens. We brought in Ty Cobb and Yogi Berra. And we brought in A-Rod. And we brought in Hank Aaron. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting for us to have a down season, because that's usually what happens. We don't play up to our potential, but we're playing up to our potential, that is for sure, and probably beyond, because we are having a great season. We are red hot headed into the postseason, and I would expect us to win our third straight World Series. At least that's the goal. I mean, we've made 3 straight World Series. We should technically be on our 4th World Series, but for some reason the White Sox wanted to beat us in year 1. Still can't believe that. Oh, Bo Jackson is absolutely dogging me today. He's the only man that has been consistently killing me. He's got the home run, and now he's got a leadoff double. And he's going to go to third. I didn't even realize it. I was not going to throw him out there. I was way too late to the reaction. I didn't even realize he was running until the pitch was already at the bat of Junko Lee. That was dangerous. I got to keep an eye on that. I did not expect him to steal third. Pasquantino sends that to David Wright at third, right on to first, 2 down. Now I would not be surprised if Bo Jackson steals again. Jimenez stares at a fastball, 2-2. And I'll give him a little bit of a splitter outside. Down low, he chases it, end of the 4th. Good job from Roger. That's why he's a Cy Young candidate. And the Cy Young favorite, I should say, not just a candidate. The Cy Young favorite. Ooh, this one's tasty for the machine. Oh, I got around it, but not good enough. Bo dives at it. Bo Jackson. Go, Pujols. Unhook the plow. Oh, man. Albert Pujols, a leadoff double. Bo gave it everything he had. That metal hip and everything. He dove after that baseball. But he just couldn't get it, just out of reach. And it's a leadoff double for Pujols. And now Hank Aaron. We got to hit a home run with Hank. He needs home run number 60. I would love for him to get 62 to tie Judge. But with only a few games left, I don't know if it's going to be possible. It's not going to happen on this one, but it will be the game leading RBI. We will go up 2-1 now. as he drives in Pujols with the RBI single. So he does a job. It's just not the home run that I wanted him to have. And I wonder how good of a season Barry Bonds could be having if he didn't have such a long stint on the IL. Because he could be right up there. He could be right up there with like 35, 40 home runs. Oh, but he puts that in pretty much the same exact spot Hank Aaron just put it in. Only a little bit deeper, I think. And now we got runners on the corners. Nobody out. The Mets are rallying. The Mets are starting to rally. We're getting dangerous, and you don't want to see this man up. With runners on base, runners on the corners. Ty Cobb is a bad man, and he sends that to deep center field. Michael Harris back to the warning track. This could be another RBI. I sent Barry Bonds because I didn't know that he was going to go. I pointed it the third base. Is that not how you do it? I pointed it at the third base bag to send only him. Oh, that's gone. That's a home run. Oh, no, it's not. It dies at the track. Really? Oh, I hate this place. I sent only the third base runner. I moved the analog stick over to third base and everything. Maybe I hit the wrong button. I don't know. But it sent both of them, and it got the double play out of it. So that kind of sucks. But we got the run anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's 3-1. But that's not good. Buck O'Neil with a leadoff double. Marlins got a dangerous team. That is for sure. And they've got Buck O'Neil third, hopefully, right here. Although Ty Cobb might be able to out-throw him here. They're going to send him 84 speed. He's going to be there easy. Buck O'Neil third with one out. We got to play for the home plate bag. Got to play for home plate here. Unless we strike out. Oh, he's going to get on base. It's an RBI single for Piazza. 3-2. So it's a good thing we got that extra runner because they would have tied it up right there. Come on, Clemens. You're hurting your ERA here. You are hurting the era. Oh, Machado, you can't stare at the splitter in the high in the zone. Come on. Manny, you can't do that. Michael Harris gets on base with a single up to center field. But all we got to worry about is one out. All we need is one singular out. And we are done with the inning. And it's Bo Jackson of all people. It just had to be, didn't it? Oh, generous. Generous. Thank you, home plate umpire. I'll give you that $100 bonus in the parking lot. We got to get Bo out of here. Cannot let him tie the game, or worse. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Pujols on to Clemens. Beat the runner. Oh, my God. Bo Jackson with 96 speed almost outran Roger Clemens to extend the inning, but he just wasn't fast enough, and we get out of there. Thankfully, that was close. That was real close. Oh, but the home plate umpire just lost that $100 bill with that call right there. You just had your $100 rescinded, my man. You don't make a call like that against me and expect to get $100. I have not been able to find my groove with A-Rod. I brought him in because I wanted to have, obviously, A-Rod on the team. And I thought I'd be hitting more home runs with him, or at least I thought I'd be getting more on base with him, but I just can't do it for some reason. I absolutely can't do it. It looks like we're going to be in a little bit of a dogfight against these Miami Marlins. Oh, right past the third baseman. Machado couldn't make the play. Soriano stays alive, keeps the Mets in this one. And it's David Wright. Captain America at the plate, 2-2. Runners on first. And he's got a 2-2 count with 2 outs. That was dangerous right there. That call a little bit lower was just called a strike earlier in this inning. Oh my God, that's a home run. How did I not hit that for an absolute smackaroony? He just fed me that on a silver platter. Not even a silver platter. Oh, but I got my revenge. He gave me the exact same pitch, just in a slightly different direction. And David Wright capitalized on. I'm not going to miss that 2 times in a row. I may suck at this game, but I don't suck that much. Santa Maria. David Wright, home run number 33. It's a 2-run shot to extend the lead to 5-3. No, 5-2. 5-2. You can't throw back-to-back cutters up in the zone and expect David Wright not to smoke one of them. I should have hit the first one, but I just missed it. I'm not going to miss that one. 5-2 Mets. Jack Flaherty, already up to 82 pitches, and we're in the 5th inning. This man is having himself a day, and not in a good way. Oh, throw it to Pujols. I know you're a little bit shell-shocked after the 2-run homer, but he's giving me something I can believe in here. Thank you. That should drop in front of Michael Harris. Yes, it will. Bounces right into his chest. And Pujols keeps the inning alive even further. For the Hank. Hank the Tank. Hammerin' Hank. Henry Aaron. Oh, my mother. I wanted to hit that ball so far that it wasn't even in the same zip code. But, alas, I was a little bit late. Did I swing at that? I thought I check swung. Obviously, I didn't. That's a big old oopsie right there. I thought I check swung that. 3-2 to Jung Ho Lee. Top of the 6th. Clemens sends one into him. He sends that to center field. Ty Cobb resting nicely underneath it. Out number 1. Oh, come on, Cincinnati. You're 29 games back. What are we doing here? Why do the Reds always suck? Whether it's real life or adding legends to the teams. Ty Cobb has to trek over to right center field, but he makes the second out for Vinny Pasquantino. And now it's Andres Jimenez. He struck out last time up, and he will foul that first fastball off, making it 1-2. And I think I might give him a little taste of the splitter. He sends that back. Oh, Clemens, you got to catch that, Clemens. He's not going to be able to make the play. Athletic play from Soriano, but that's all on Roger Clemens right there. He dodged it to get, not get hit, obviously, but he's got to make that play. It's going to be a hit-and-run situation. David Wright off the glove. Don't throw. He's going to go third. David! Oh, my God. He was stuck in an animation. I was moving the analog stick. I don't know what happened. I was trying to step on the bag. That's so unfortunate. Bo Bichette past A-Rod. You guys got to play better than that. Come on. Bo Bichette with the RBI single. I can't believe that David Wright did not step on the third base bag there. I was trying my hardest to get him to go over. He just wouldn't do it. He just was standing there. I was pulling the analog stick. I was doing everything. And then it leads to an RBI single from Bo Bichette. Roger Clemens' ERA is hurting. David Wright ends the inning, but they got the RBI, which they clearly shouldn't have. They had no business getting that RBI. That's the most free runner you'll ever get. They pull Jack Flaherty for Jared Eichhoff. And we'll see what Jared Eichhoff's got for us in the bottom of the 6th here. Barry Bonds leads off against him, and Barry Bonds almost sent that ball to the moon. Just missed it. I was just early, I think. That time, I got enough of it, but not far enough. Bo Jackson. If he didn't have 96 speed, maybe it falls. Maybe if he had 86 speed, it would have fell. But he doesn't. He's got 96, and he makes the play. 2-1 for Ty Cobb. A little bit late. Great reactions from Manny Machado at the hot corner. And he denies Ty Cobb a hit. And now it's time for Bryce. Bryce Harper. Oh, I didn't get anything on that one. That was like the very tip of the bat. Tip. And that is a quick, disappointing 6th inning for us. I know that Roger's getting tired. We're going to warm up Michael King. And we're going to warm up Joe Nathan. I want Clemens to go 7, but we'll have to see. He's got 135 pitches. We are gassing our Cy Young winner. We need him for the postseason. I guess I didn't realize how many pitches he was up in the count. Maybe he won't go 7. We'll have to see. If he allows a couple of base runners, he's going to get pulled. But that's a quick one for Machado. A-Rod makes the play, and he's got him down. Next up is Michael Harris. We're up to 140 pitches. Oh, how did that not hit Clemens in the face? Wow, I need to see that again. How did that not hit? How close was that? Replay, previous play. This had to have been ultra close. Where's the ball at? Am I not following it? There we go. Oh my God, that is. Look at the face. Look at his face. He's resigned to his fate. He has resigned to his fate that he's going to get hit by this baseball. That's insane how close that was. That might be the thumbnail right there. That might be the thumbnail. I don't know. But that is crazy close to our Cy Young pitcher. Let me see if I can find a different Cy Young possible thumbnail here. Oh, that looks good. That looks kind of crispy right there. That might be the thummy. That might be the thummy for the Cy Young Award winner. Or at least the potential Cy Young. What's his ERA looking like at? 2.24. It's gone up a little bit. Hit and run situation. I hate that the AI does, or the CPU does hit and run situations. They never used to do those. Every time they would steal, it would just be a normal steal attempt. This is a dangerous spot to put a tired pitcher against a guy that's already taken a yard once today. But we're going to let him ride. And he struck him out. He strikes out Bo Jackson. Roger Clemens is him. He's the real deal. I know there's a steal situation. He's not going. And Jung Ho Lee sends that to center field. So Roger Clemens goes 7 strong innings with over 150 pitches thrown. But he gets the job done because he's the guy. We're going to sit down both of these guys. We're going to warm up Vita Blue, and we're going to warm up Billy Wagner. And we'll see who we want to come in. To set up the save situation in the 8th, A-Rod leads off 2-1, and he's got himself a check swing. Ball 3. Thank you, first base umpire. I will give you the $100 check that I was going to give to the home plate umpire. A-Rod a little bit late on the timing. Not a little bit, very late on the timing. And Pasquantino makes the play. Yogi Berra, I struggled with you today. I don't usually struggle with you. Usually I can get a nice couple hits with you. But this time I've struggled, but that is going to be a base hit. I'm not going to try to go to 2, especially with 49 speed and Bo Jackson getting it. But that's a nice little base hit. Yogi Berra, 1 out. Soriano's got himself 2 singles. Maybe he can add a 3rd, or maybe more. Oh, it looks like it's going to be more. Yogi's going to 3rd. Pujols, no, not Pujols. Soriano's going to stay at 1st because Bo Jackson made that play. So I'm too terrified of Bo Jackson to run on him. And now it's time for the man that has the 2-run homer, who gave us a 5-2 lead. Can he do it again? David Wright. Oh, my God. Oh. He almost did it again. It just went foul. Oh, it doesn't get closer than that. It really, truly doesn't get closer than that. See, how do I do this? If I tell him, if I point it at 3rd, I don't know. I don't know how to send only one guy, I guess. That's all right. 2 down. Pujols is up. All right, Dalbert. I need you to hit your 50th home run. That'd be unreal. He's not going to do it, but he will score an RBI, and maybe 2. Soriano, he's got the speed. I'm going to send Alfonso around. 2 RBI double for the machine. And he was running so hard he lost his helmet. And they pull Eichhoff for Chad Green. It is now 7-3. The save situation's out the door, so we don't have to worry about warming up Eric Gagne, even though we probably should, just to keep him warm for the Reliever of the Year award. But this is our best chance. Our final chance, most likely, to hit a home run with Hank Aaron. To hit home run number 60. I mean, obviously it could happen in simulation, but I would love for it to happen on camera. Come on, Hank. You're going to win MVP, most likely. You're going to win your own award, the Hank Aaron Award, but he's not going to hit 60 in this game. He will add another RBI, though, so it's 8-3. And we've created ourselves a nice little cushion. A nice little cushion. I don't know what it is. I guess it just takes me a little bit of time to get warmed up in a game. But it's usually around the 6th or the 7th inning, or the 8th inning, where I start to pile on the runs every game. Usually in the beginning. Sometimes I can start hot, and we can score a couple runs in the first couple innings. But usually it takes me most of the game to get warmed up, get ready to go, and then we start piling on those runs. That's usually what happens. And it has happened here. As Barry Bonds, with a 1-2 count and 2 out in the inning, sends that to Michael Harris. But we've extended our lead enough. We've got ourselves a nice cushion. And I forgot to schedule somebody to come in, so we'll have Vida Blue come in. Roger Clemens pitched a masterful game, had a few strikeouts, did raise his ERA slightly, but that shouldn't matter too much. I think the next guy was like, what was it, 2.53, and he only went up to like a 2.2 something, so Roger still got, he had such a big gap that even going up by almost 20 or almost 10 points doesn't really matter. He's still pretty comfortable, and I think this is his last pitching performance of the season. He shouldn't pitch anymore because I think there's only like 2 more games left in the season, maybe 3, but he certainly won't pitch anymore this season. So he'll have 21 wins and only 3 losses, and he will have a 2.2 something ERA, and hopefully that's good enough to win the Cy Young. It should be, unless whoever was competing with him, other than our guy, Walter Johnson and the other dude, whoever the other pitcher was that was competing. We had somebody else. Unless everybody else just has a crazy last game, I think we should be pretty safe. And Hank Aaron's probably locked in for the MVP. Eric Gagne hopefully is locked in for the reliever of the year, but him not coming in this game is probably going to hurt that. I hope it doesn't. Although maybe he will have to come in. If we can relay that in, Soriano to home plate, 84 speed is just enough. And it's 8-4 now here in the top of the 8th with 2 outs in the inning. Bo Bichette's been a thorn in my side today. I do not like it, but that is all they will get. 8-4, bottom 8. And who knows, maybe we can get that run back with a run here in the inning. Is that Pablo Lopez? It is. Pablo Lopez coming off the bench for the Marlins, out of the bullpen, to go against Ty Cobb to lead off the bottom of the 8th. I will go in here and we will schedule Billy Wagner to come in. Former closer, but then we got Eric Gagne and we switched him around. And it looks like that was the right idea because Gagne's been cooking. He has been absolutely Michelin 5 stars cooking. Ty Cobb into left field. That should drop, and it does in front of Jung Ho Lee. And Ty Cobb is on base. That's somebody you do not want on base. 97 speed. Dangerous. Bryce Harper's up. And you know what? 97 speed, 97 steal. We are taking a base with Ty Cobb here. 1-1 count. Don't have to worry about a strikeout. Oh, easy. Piazza's got no chance. And Ty Cobb safely into second base with a stolen one. 33. That's some of the most stolen bases I've seen in a simulation so far. Not swinging at that. 2-2. Bryce Harper hitting .322 with runners in scoring position. Pretty impressive. From the former 2-time MVP. And he smokes that baseball into right field, but Bo Jackson's got it. And I will send Ty Cobb to third. So we got runner on third with 1 out in the inning. We have a chance to get that run back. A-Rod and Yogi Berra are going to be up. Can A-Rod do anything? Come on, A-Rod. I brought you in for a reason. I wanted you to be the guy, and he will score the run. So he gets the RBI single. We get that run back. It's 9-4 now. I'll take that, I guess. Good job, A-Rod. Although it wasn't the greatest hit. I mean, I had decent timing on it. And they think A-Rod's going to steal? I mean, it's a possibility, I guess. I wasn't planning on stealing, but 87 speed with 82 steal, that's reasonable, but against Mike Piazza, a little bit dangerous. Yogi Berra, is that a home run? Yogi, oh! Jung Ho Lee makes the play at the warning track. I mean, some of those home runs that we've hit with Yogi so far this season have looked like that, where they didn't feel that great off the bat, but they just kept traveling until they got over the wall. I wasn't sure if that was going to be any different. Soriano pops that in front of Bo Jackson. Bo's so fast out there in right field. He gets to that ball so quickly. I mean, I wouldn't have went to third anyway if it wasn't Bo Jackson out there, but he just gets to that ball so quickly. And now it's David Wright. He's got a full count with 2 outs in the inning. And he's going to go down low. He got the green light. Oh, what a play from Machado. Ultra athletic. And he throws him out. And we will try to end this game with the former closer, Billy Wagner. He's got a tough ask, though. He's got 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Marlins. Machado goes down quickly, though, so that's nice. And it's Michael Harris. Luckily, we already got through Bo, so we don't have to worry about him. But this Marlins team's good. This is a very good Marlins team. They just happen to be in the same division as us. Strikeout. Oh, we didn't get through Bo. I thought Bo was hitting third. He's hitting sixth. Oops. I thought I got that mixed up. I thought he was hitting third. That's okay. We can get done with him right here. Oh, the umpire is not getting that $100. You got to call that for me. Full count to Bo Jackson. He's trying to keep this game alive for the Marlins. He fouls off that two-seamer. Foul tip. And we'll give him the stinky cheese. He fouls that off as well. All right, do we go back to the slider? I think we do. Come on, Billy. Deliver it. There it is. Strike three. Mets win 9-4. And the final home game that we are going to see. Roger Clemens goes to win number 21. Almost certainly clinching himself the Cy Young. Pujols had a good day. 7 strikeouts for Clemens. Gets the win, and we look good. We're looking to cruise to a victory. Maddox will get the win, and Walter Johnson will get the win. Congratulations, the Mets have finished the season at 117-45 and won the division. You'll be taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. The regular season has come to an end. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Look at all those awards. Look at all those awards. We will go through this really quickly. And you can see Bryce Harper led the league in batting average. That's insane. Ty Cobb in hits. I'm not going to read every single one. And it looks like Hank Aaron did not get 60. He stayed at 59 those last 3 games. That's kind of unfortunate. But Pujols got 50 and 51. That's awesome. But I'm not going to... we'll go over the stats in a second, but I'm not going to read every single one of these. If you want to take a closer look at everything, you can pause at any moment and take a little bit of a more in-depth look at each different category. And we'll go through the American League really quickly as well. Derek Jeter looks like he had a good season. That's nice to see. We sent him to Tampa Bay in that historic A-Rod trade. And it looks like he didn't disappoint. He had himself a pretty solid season. The best pitcher over in the American League was Fernandez with 18 wins. So looks like they don't have as good of a pitcher as we do. But the White Sox, they got a lot of guys up here at the top. They could be competition again. And they're the ones that took us out. All right, let's take a look at these awards. So we got Delivery Man of the Year award, Eric Gagne. We got Cy Young with Roger Clemens. We got Hank Aaron with Hank Aaron. We got MVP, National League MVP with Hank Aaron. And we got the batting title with Bryce Harper. So Bryce Harper denied Hank Aaron the Triple Crown. And Roger Clemens did. He got up here. He was in contention for the MVP. That's unbelievable. But Hank Aaron wins it. Roger Clemens, we cleaned house right here. And Walter Johnson was battling for it, but his 2 teammates were just too good this year. Cy Young is Roger Clemens. Harper takes the batting title. Gagne takes the reliever of the year. Andres Chaparro takes the rookie of the year. Hank Aaron got the Hank Aaron. Sandy Alcantara gets Gold Glove pitcher. Yogi Berra, Vladdy Jr., Andres Jimenez, Ryan McMahon, Ozzie Smith, Ken Griffey Jr. That is our Ken Griffey Jr. that we had. He got traded for Hank Aaron. Then Andrew McCutchen, Bo Jackson, Silver Sluggers is Joe DiMaggio, Mike Piazza, Pujols for the 3rd straight year. Or maybe the 4th straight year. We can't see the 4th year, though. Soriano, Devers, Pena, Hank Aaron, Ty Cobb, and Ralph Kiner. Those are your National League awards. American League awards. Babe Ruth gets the MVP. Cy Young goes to Jose Fernandez. Babe Ruth gets the batting title. Reliever of the year is Tom Henke. Henke! Ricky Tiedemann gets the Rookie of the Year. And Babe Ruth gets himself the Triple Crown in the American League. Good for him. Nestor Cortez in Gold Glove. Johnny Bench. We traded Johnny Bench to the Tigers for Yogi Berra. Todd Helton. Nelly Fox. Evan Longoria. Derek Jeter. Good for Derek. Gets himself an award. Looks like he had a really good season. 34 home runs. 79 RBIs. The captain has delivered over in the American League. Good for him. Stephen Kwan. Ken Griffey Jr. The other Ken Griffey Jr., the younger one. Larry Walker. And then Silver Slugger. Babe Ruth. Pudge Rodriguez, Jason Giambi, Nelly Fox, Troy Gloss, Ernie Banks, Hack Wilson, Juan Soto, Vladdy Sr., and that is your awards for both divisions. We'll take a look at stats, and then we'll wrap up the video. So, we got ourselves Alfonso Soriano having himself a really good year. He's tied for his amount of home runs that he had, but he doubled his, or he added 10 more RBIs with 89. Hit 282. I mean, he's like the perfect leadoff guy. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. And then David Wright, 33 home runs, 94 off. It looks like everybody just had a better season than what they did the previous year. He hit 304, had a 564 slugging. Obviously, had that home run in the game today. Pujols, we know, hit 51 home runs, the best since he's been a Met and the best since he's been in this franchise, with 117 RBIs. He didn't have as great of an average as he did last year, but he had really, really good season nonetheless. Hank Aaron, we know what he did. I mean, the first season we did the franchise, he had 55 home runs and 144 RBIs. But this year, unbelievable, 59 with a 351 average. He didn't even hit that in his first season. He had 326. And he's had a slugging percentage of 748, an OPS of 1.162. I mean, this is just a phenomenal season, a historic season. Barry Bonds got injured for a little bit of the season, but still produced when he was on the field. He had a really good year as well. Ty Cobb, we got him at the deadline, and he was as good as advertised. 35 home runs, 123 RBIs, 343 average, OPS of over 1,000. I mean, just a beautiful season from him. Bryce Harper could have been the MVP if it wasn't for Hank Aaron and Roger Clemens. 44 RBIs, or 44 home runs, 112 RBIs, 356 average. Just a great season from him. A-Rod, 27 home runs, 110 driven in. Did strike out 111 times, but that's what modern baseball is. 276 average, 510 slugging. It's a good season from A-Rod. I just wish it would have been more productive with the home runs. I mean, look at what he was doing in Tampa Bay. But whatever. And then Yogi, it's not over till it's over. 29 home runs, 95 RBIs, 248 average. That's a great season from Yogi Berra. It's about on par with what Johnny Bench was doing, so I feel pretty confident with saying we got a good deal in that, good swap. And then Miguel Cabrera, these guys didn't really play much, but when they did, they played really well. Prince Fielder did play a lot because he was hitting DH when Bonds was injured, so his numbers are more accurate. Jose Reyes got in 57 games, okay. Had 223 at-bats, really? What was he doing? I don't know, but he played a lot. Cartea, he did end up getting a few hits, so his first career hit has happened. He's got 3 of them. He's got 2 RBIs. I don't know how much he'll play, but we'll see. And then Riley didn't play at all yet. Those are your regular season stats for the hitters. And then we've got ourselves the pitchers. So, I mean, Roger Clemens is our number 5 pitcher. Our ace, quote unquote, is Greg Maddux, but we might have to adjust that for next season. Greg Maddux, 17 wins, 7 losses, pitched in 210 innings even, allowed 222 hits, had a 4.50 ERA. I mean, this isn't what an ace looks like. It's still a great season for a Legends season, but I mean, Roger Clemens. 17 wins, 4 losses for Walter Johnson. He was denied a 4th straight Cy Young. Unfortunate, but it is what it is when you got 21 wins from Clemens. But, I mean, Walter Johnson had a great year anyway. Contreras was battling right there with him. 20 wins for Jose Contreras. I'm glad that we traded for him because he dominated. And then you got Sandy Koufax, who didn't have that great of a year. 15 wins, 10 losses. I mean, that's kind of what he's been the entire franchise so far. 11 losses, 9, 10. I mean, that's just what he is. But he's been serviceable. He's been very, very good. And then we've got, obviously, the Cy Young winner. I mean, look at the jump that he had. 16 wins last year, and then 21. Absolutely insane. He almost had 1 whole point less in his ERA. He had a great whip. He had a great WAR. I mean, he was just unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. Felix Hernandez went 4-0 with a save and a hold. 4.76 ERA, 1.41 whip. Pretty good season. Trevor Hoffman didn't pitch at all. Michael King had 62 games. He had 61 innings, 5.61 ERA, 1.57 whip. Okay, that's all right. Joe Nathan looks good as well. Clay Holmes kind of had an up and down year because he went up and down from the minor leagues to the big leagues. And then Vida, wait, did he retire? Wait. No, we must have had playoff roster get changed. Where is Billy? There's Billy Wagner. Yeah, he didn't get out of the playoff. I hate when they do that. They added Trevor Hoffman for some reason. And where is Trevor Hoffman? He's down here, isn't he? Yeah. I hate when they change my playoff roster. All right, I think that was the only change. But Billy Wagner is somebody that I wanted up there, obviously. So Billy Wagner, 40 games he appeared in, 35 innings. He had 3 saves, 5 blown saves. That's a little concerning. .255 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. All right, pretty solid from a former closer. I mean, look at the numbers he was putting up as a closer. He was putting up 41 saves, 37 saves, but then Eric Gagne showed up. 20 games for Vita Blue. 5 ERA even, 1.30 WHIP. And then the reliever of the year. He appeared in 57 games, 46 saves, 8 blown saves. He had, I mean, look at the difference. He was the setup man last season, and now he becomes the closer, and he absolutely dominates. He had a 3.10 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, .3 WAR. Fantastic. Those are your stats for Season 4, and we will figure out who we're playing for next episode. We are going to be playing the Miami Marlins. We just got done playing them, and now we will play them again, this time in the NLDS. But that will be in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.